Jeep have asked us to identify an opportunity for them within the Australian market that they can pursue to increase their market share. The opportunity we have identified for them is being an environmentally friendly and sustainable brand. They can reach this by introducing hybrid or electric vehicles in the Australian market and by promoting their current eco-friendly efforts to the masses so that they know more about their efforts. There are numerous trends seen in the macro environment that demonstrate the demand in the marketplace for more options in environmentally friendly car brands. Australians are becoming increasingly environmentally aware, and from this comes a higher demand of products and brands being eco-friendly. Keeping up with Australian laws regarding car emissions is an important step to becoming more environmentally friendly. One of the main sources of these laws is the Australian Road Vehicle Emission Standards, which helps to define the standards that brands like Jeep need to abide by. Following these laws helps avoid negative press and issues within the law, and it will be important for the brand to monitor these laws because they are rapidly changing as the need for change in the environment is increasing very fast. And furthermore, exceeding the expectations of these laws would be important for Jeep on their path to becoming a very well-known eco-friendly brand. As mentioned, the Australian population is becoming more aware about how their consumption is linked to the environment, which is impacting Australian culture. Specifically, promoting how Jeep and the FCA Group are already making changes to their production of their cars will allow consumers to have greater awareness of their efforts, as consumers are increasingly wanting to buy products that are better for the environment. One example of their current efforts is altering the materials they use in their production. The following is a quote from their 2018 sustainability report. They use recycled content on the Jeep Cherokee engine cover and air cleaning housings, and grades of synthetic suede on several models. Jeep and their parent company, the FCA Group, are already quite environmentally friendly, as seen in their sustainability reports, as a reaction of the scarcity of resources we have in the world today and how they have been stretched too far. One way they have shown this is the introduction of 2 hybrid Jeeps in their European market. This shows as a brand they are trying to improve their sustainability, and due to the trends seen in Australia, we can expect a possibility to see these cars on our shores. But if not, the FCA Group will have greater experience with hybrid cars through these 2 models and the other models and other brands they have, like the Chrysler car, to create a hybrid or electric car more suited for the Australian market.
There's a clear shift in the socio-cultural, economic and political trends in the automotive industry. The industry is at a point where there is substantial digital and technological disruption. This ranges from advancements in technology which provide greener parts, better fuel efficiency, reducing emissions, improving fuel economy, fuel alternatives such as hybrid and electric vehicles, and driverless cars. Although Jeep takes a mass market approach to business, they've positioned themselves as a niche in the Australian market, offering a range of luxury SUVs and 4x4s. Their core demographic is typically older, have families, are better educated, predominantly male, has a higher income, and have had time to save. There's an opportunity for Jeep to take back market share investing in hybrid and electric technologies. Demand for such vehicles is there and growing. In the 2014, Australians seriously considering buying a new hybrid vehicle grew 2.4% over the year. This growth represents an increase of 21,000 people. That's not an inconsequential amount of potential customers. We can extrapolate that such a trend in consumer behaviour has increased as people become more environmentally conscious and aware of the effects of climate change. 72.4% of millennials are considering buying fuel alternative vehicles, where boomers are at 63.1%. Boomers represent Jeep's primary target market, but as millennials form a part of the ageing population in Australia, they represent potential future customers, and the future in the automotive industry is green. Australians are willing to pay more for zero emissions cars, 62% versus 38% to be exact. Again, boomers are more conservative in their attitude, but the very slim majority says they would pay more for a green car. The infrastructure in Australia is being built now for electric and hybrid vehicles, as the NRMA just reached its first milestone with the launch of its 20th electric fast charging station. This is a halfway point in that $10 million commitment to building a fast charging network across New South Wales and the ACT. Driverless technology is intrinsically tied to this change as well. While a slim majority of men are ready for driverless over women, millennials, 62%, which are Jeep's future customers, make up the majority who are ready for the change, where Jeep's main target market, boomers, are not just yet. The transition to electric hybrid vehicles provides significant benefits for the environment and consumers. Jeep can incorporate their core values of freedom, adventure, authenticity, and passion, and market using these values in an eco-friendly way to truly identify with the growing behaviours and trends of consumers. Freedom from concern with the life of adventure, authenticity and the highest standard held, and passion about the environment.
Jeep is situated in a well-established market with a considerable amount of current and potential competitors. We've evaluated Jeep's competitive environment using Porter's 5 Forces model to analyse the threat of new entry, buying power, threat of substitution, supply of power, and competitive rivalry. Overall, there was found to be a moderate force, meaning that Jeep has a moderate opportunity to make profits and the attractiveness of the industry is moderate to consumers. Because of this, Jeep must innovate to adhere to growing trends such as environmental sustainability. In relation to price, product attributes and organisation environmental goals, these two competitors were found to be two of Jeep's biggest competitors, being Ford Rangers and Hyundai Kona electric cars. It is predicted that Ford is going to develop more advancements in car capabilities and technology, and also produce an electric car within the next year. Potentially, this is going to undermine Jeep's current capabilities. Therefore, to remain competitive in the long term, Jeep should look at introducing more technological advancements and also look at developing an electric car with the same off-road capabilities. For Hyundai, it can be predicted that in the future they will change from cognitive to effective marketing strategies that target consumer liking and preference, produce product offerings at cheaper rates to become more competitive, and develop further technology advancements. Because buying power is strong and the need for environmentally sustainable products is increasing, Jeep faces the threat of losing consumers to Hyundai's Kona electric car in the short term because they have already entered the car into the market.
With this trend of increased environmental awareness within Jeep's current market, it is essential for the brand to introduce new innovative environmentally friendly products and practices. This area is already starting to be utilised within the industry. Jeep, in response, have subsequently been initiating new environmental management activities. These are observable via certain aspects of the marketing mix. Jeep currently utilises a competitive pricing strategy, taking into consideration the movements of others within the industry. The implementation of this strategy was utilised as a means of pursuing the upper segment of the motor vehicle industry. Notably, Jeep's major competitors, who are already nearing this segment, are pursuing more environmentally friendly products for their consumers in order to maintain their current position. As such, the removal of Jeep's price ceiling was undertaken to enable access to this segment through the introduction of uncapped innovative practices within the company. This has enabled a greater flexibility for Jeep to remain competitive within their industry and respond more efficiently to their market needs. While Jeep's products have not yet altered to suit the environmental needs of the market, Jeep have provided their consumers with the addition of a Jeep Biodiversity Program. This program provides environmental education, mobilising Jeep's intelligence and assets to generate value for the community. This fits into the augmented product level, which helps to increase the consumer desire to remain loyal to the brand. The Biodiversity Program is a proactive and voluntary action, with parents and students already being educated and involved in the preservation of the environment. These types of programs help expand the brand's reach within their market that other practices such as through the internet cannot often reach. It is through these programs that Jeep is able to develop a strong word of mouth in the market, with volunteers often acting as ambassadors in their community. This leads to the promotional practices of Jeep, which are reflected behind me,
reflect a change from the traditional forms of promotion to the more environmentally friendly content marketing. While still undertaking varying forms of promotion, these new practices have helped Jeep maintain their positioning within the technologically advancing world. In particular, the integration of content marketing with the traditional forms historically utilised by Jeep enable an expansion of reach. This is due to content marketing being predominantly online, allowing access to individuals globally and the ability to maintain a clearly defined audience. Thank you.
The macro environment, customer situation analysis, competitive evaluation and marketing mix are all then synthesised and analysed in order to produce the SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis are utilised by management to identify the major strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats that the company is or potentially will face both internally and externally. As found within Jeep's SWOT analysis, there are an abundance of internal strengths and external opportunities for the company, with plenty of areas that could be utilised to improve the firm's operations, reputation and market share. Key strengths include Jeep's ability to target higher income niche markets who possess the level of disposable income that allows the company to continue delivering high quality vehicles. Other opportunities involve the ability to expand into new product markets, particularly through producing eco-friendly vehicle options for the Australian market, like an electric car or a vehicle with more sustainably sourced parts. This expanding market, however, does also create threats and weaknesses, largely due to the fact that there are other competitors already proactively moving into the eco-friendly vehicle field, while Jeep is still yet to do so within Australia. In addition, some safety and product recalls by the company, as well as the ACCC, has left Jeep with a less desirable reputation. For this reason, it is recommended that Jeep should pursue a transformative strategy through creation of a holistically eco-friendlier vehicle that helps reduce the environmental impact and pollution associated with driving without losing the quality and capabilities offered by current Jeep models. An effective way to accomplish this would be through the creation of an electric car. To ensure sustainability is considered throughout the entire manufacturing process, Jeep should also continue to expand their usage of recycled and sustainably sourced vehicle components. Further technological innovation would also benefit this project. Such innovations as new electric car batteries with increased electric battery retention, meaning less vehicle charging would be needed, along with portable charging technology and even possible replaceable batteries to further eliminate the need to charge the car while on the go.
This would make the opportunity even more viable and effective for the company. Not only would Jeep benefit from this transformative strategy through becoming a pioneer for long-life electric cars, which are currently not available, this movement would also assist in improving their corporate image and reputation at the same time, as they become more environmentally aware and active in meeting consumer demand for sustainability.